Oh, oh. Oh, hey guys, don't mind me. I'm just doing my meditation. You know, it's actually great that you showed up on time because, oh, I wanted to talk to you about something very special today that I was contemplating last night. I was kind of just thinking about it, and I strongly believe that we are our own spiritual doctors, and we don't really realize it until you start to become aware of how your environment is impacting you. What do I mean by this? Most of us, I guess you could say in the West, most of us suffer from insecurities, depression, sorrow, laziness, a variety of, I guess you could say, mental health issues, all that jargon, a host of negative emotions, shame, okay? We're all going through this, and a lot of us are living in those states. You're in a state of anger, you're angry every day, you resent the fact that your father abandoned you, you resent your family members or your friends, and the thought of them evokes a very strong emotional reaction in your body, and you can feel your cortisol levels rising, your face gets red, you start breathing deeply, shortly. And what do we do about this? Well, most of us don't even realize that we're in this state. When you don't have the awareness, it's like not realizing you're playing a video game. It's like actually believing that you are in GTA 5, that you don't have a control stick. So, you're not even aware what's happening. You're just going along the roller coaster and you have no control over yourself. You've lost your power. But some of us do have the awareness, but we don't have the courage to do something about it and actually nip it in the butt and, gain control over ourselves emotionally and actually mature. So what do humans do? What do we all do? What's the easiest thing to do? Escape and self-medication. Self-medication, booze, cannabis, smoking, tobacco, food, video games, porn. These are all, I guess you could say, drugs, or it's like a pharmacy, okay? And when you are using these things, especially habitually, you are becoming a doctor and practicing pharmakia, and you are inducing doses of these things into your life. Okay, really think about, like when you drink booze, it's not just I'm drinking a soda that has these chemicals in it and make me feel all fuzzy, and it's just like, oh, it's just a soda and it just has a chemical reaction, blah 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 blah. It's not like that. It's changing your state of being. It's a psychoactive drug. It changes your state of being. It changes your judgment abilities. It changes your perspective of the world. All of these things alter when you're under the influence of this thing. It's changing your psyche. Okay, it's not just this physical thing that's going on. Come on, that's nonsense. Okay, and the same thing applies with a lot of things in our world and in our environment. Okay, and for me, what kind of began my journey to realize this, that's like, oh wait, like I have like problems, and I've been medicating myself with like cookie dough, with weed, with video games, League of Legends, with porn and fapping. I've been medicating myself with all these things. What am I dealing with here? What am I running away from? And I need to clarify something. It's not to say that these things are natively bad. Some of which are, okay? Some of which are. But it's not to say that they are all natively bad. That's not true. Okay? That's not even part of the question. That's up for you to decide and how you are personally using these things. It's just the fact that when you are using these things, you are medicating yourself, okay? And you need to understand, okay, what am I using and why am I doing this, okay? So for me back in university, like I said before I started my self-development journey, NoFap was my wake-up call, because I started to realize, oh, damn, how is my environment impacting me? What is actually going on in my environment? okay? Like even right now, okay, I'm on this pole, I'm spinning around, I'm surrounded by a green field, a lot of beautiful trees, this wind is blushing by. This is changing my state of being right now. I'm feeling different than I would feel if I were in a boxed room, like how I was 2 hours ago, in a little like boxed room in front of a monitor, okay, all alone by myself with all this artificial stimuli. These two things change your state of being. It changes how you feel. So if I just stay in that room all day, every day, it's not healthy for me because I'm lacking those endorphins, those dopamines, those necessary chemicals for us to feel healthy. I would be lacking them because I'm not putting myself in the environments that would naturally allow me to receive them. So what usually happens is my tendencies to relapse increase. Your body's going to start doing weird things. You may feel less emotionally grounded. And so, NoFap was the start for me to realize these things. To be like, okay, like, why am I using porn? Why am I watching it so heavily? What am I running away from? And so I began taking away those doses of things that just weren't good for me, like all the weed, all the porn, all the video games. I removed those doses, and I started putting doses of reading, books, looking into self-development, podcasts, audiobooks, exercise, meditation. Okay? That's what I started replacing. I started changing my doses, changing my drugs, if you will, okay? I went to a different pharmacy and I started dosing myself with a lot better things that moved me forward and helped to deal with my loneliness and whatnot. If you're lonely, you gotta get some doses of some social doses going on, man. Prescribe yourself some social interactions, okay? And that's what I'm getting down to is you are your own spiritual doctor. And there's a negative connotation with like, doses and drugs, and it's the idea that like you within yourself you're at a place of lack. Like this may sound like, I'm saying that we all lack something, we have to like medicate ourselves. No, we all have needs, we all have drives, we all have things that we have to take care of. You have to eat food, so you eat food. So you measure the food, you cook the food, you eat it. Okay, it's the same thing with other parts. We have other thirsts and desires that we have to take care of, and there's a healthy way about going about doing it. Like I said, running to get like dopamine and good chemicals instead of watching pornography, right? You have a thirst for those things naturally. It's just about putting the right doses and dosages, consuming the right foods. So this is really to help you understand that you are your own doctor, spiritually more than anything. And really be aware of what you are consuming mentally, okay? This is what isn't really discussed in schools, is your mental consumption through the eyes and the ears, okay? Because that is like, you could drink a beer, okay? Or you can get an argument with someone and think about how that changes how you feel in your body, in your head. Like, I've felt worse from an argument than from being hungover, okay? So, where am I going with this? Nowhere. Why are you watching this? Get out of here. And so this brings me to the end of the video. I hope this helps you realize some truths within yourself and what's been happening in your life lately and how you can approach your life in a more scientific way. Because really that's what it is. You're your own chemist, your own scientist. And to help you diagnose your problems a little bit better and to live a better life. That's why I'm doing these videos, really. It's to help you. It's to help you live a more fulfilling life, a life that is on your terms, okay? And if you feel like lately life has not been on your terms, you have no idea what is going on, you have no control, you have no awareness, you don't know why you're doing your bad habits, and you can't even stop those bad habits, no matter how much you try, then you, my friend, were just like me, and you have to take that extra step. You got to get some help. So what I've done is I've created a series of free video trainings, okay, free exclusive videos. I've also made myself available for one-on-one coaching, and I've also created an exclusive Discord server where only the most committed people who actually want to improve themselves join, and you have the opportunity to, be side to side with these people and keep each other accountable to ascend, to get rid of those insecurities, to get over your porn addiction, to just become a better man, and you can share knowledge and really start some incredible friendships with like-minded people who are all part of the same mission. Okay, so you can learn more about these things into getting your life finally handled and becoming your own man. You can find out more down in the description. Check out that link. Okay, if you're interested in personalized one-on-one coaching, the seats available for that are extremely limited. Okay, and I urge you to check it out before it's all filled up, because my goal here is not to get a lot of students. My goal here is to actually find the right kind of student who's willing to apply themselves and help them grow and help them actually achieve real world results. Because the students I've been working with lately, they've been crushing it, and it's amazing. And that is my goal. I'm keeping the seats very limited because I want to put my heart and soul into this, all right? So thank you very much. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.
Long nose like Pinocchio, telling lies, dirty odds for show. Spending nights gripping grain tape foe, selling dimes for the guas that mo. You been acting so foolish, call you Peter Pan, cause you drooling like Cupid. You won't understand what it took to